So we have closed out things with the individual that I was working with. So last night, another individual came to me. So I guess this is it. You know, working with people that got bodies on their hands. So my thing is, personally, I'm more so worried about the victims. You know, this is new to me. You know, I know what I'm doing. But trying to understand the minds, you know, of everybody, you know, of the two parties. You know, that's my thing. That's, you know, maybe I need to set some boundaries for myself so I don't try to be too nosy. Because it's really not about I just be so infatuated with the brain. But one thing I know, you know, whatever. So we back at it. So I have a new individual that I'm working with. So it's funny because your situation is the same as somebody else that I knew too. Now I know this person, and the thing is that this person did not take this person's life directly. They set this person up. It was also their friend. You know, they had a disagreement or a fallout, and you know, this person, you know, set their friend up to get killed. So, you know, the friend is very upset because this individual passed away at a young age, at like the age of 15. Like I tell people, when you have a body on your hands, you are sharing your life with that person. Now, the individual that we were working with before, their person, she left. You know, she left. She let go. Very good for her. You know what I'm saying? So I then had to deal with his shadow and him carrying that shit in his, you know, subconscious for the rest of his life. You know, goddamn squirrel. So, you know, she wouldn't let me get close to her, but it's like she understood. She understood the choice that she was making to haunt this man. She knew, you know what I mean? She was over it. But he was not over it. So he was still holding her. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of like she knows the guilt. She knows the remorse that he had. But at the same time, she's watching him constantly within his life, you know, just kind of repeating some of the same shit. You know, so it's like she knows that he's regretful and remorseful, and he can't let go of the shit. But at the same time, certain patterns he's still doing. So it's just like, to her, she was like, well, I'm just going to make his life hell. You know, she's upset because he didn't, you know. That's why I say the human brain is a powerful thing, because you damn sure can convince yourself of some shit knowing that that's not the truth. You know, I'm explaining this shit because I want you to understand she didn't have any hard feelings, because she had been with this man holding this grief for a very long time, and it never went away. But at the same time, it's kind of like in her eyes, she's just like, if you're so remorseful and regretful and you can't let me go, then why aren't you doing anything different or better with your life, or when it comes to women, or your perception? So it's kind of like, when I stepped in, his shadow spoke on my behalf to her, which really makes the shadow happy, because he had been neglecting his shadow to the point to where his shadow feels useless, like it has no purpose. You know, so we did a great job with that shadow. So, you know, I believe that whatever her and the shadow had a conversation with, or whatever, you know, she was ready to let go. I invited her. I wanted, you know, I wanted to talk with her. I wanted to make sure she was okay. Obviously, she was okay. It's kind of like she need that motherfucker to be okay. She can't let go. She can't be freed until he let her go. It's like for years he's been wanting to free her, but he did not know how, and he did not have the opportunity. You know, I don't know if he tried to get help but couldn't find the help. I mean, I don't know. Or maybe he was just keeping it a secret, you know. But everything is good now, you know. So with this new individual, so I'm going to continue talking about this other guy that I know that was associated with his friend's death. I'm going to tell you right now, that man told me to leave him the fuck alone. He said that he's going to dedicate the rest of his life to hunting that man. That man used to give me problems too. So I was just like, hunt on. Get his ass. You know, it's funny because when I had to deal with this person, I believe it was in maybe 2019 or 2020. I want to say maybe 2019, maybe 18. You know, and this motherfucker, God told me, don't worry about him. And I'm just like, why the fuck do you mean don't worry about him? Like, bruh, I'm ready to take this man. I'm ready to get this nigga away from me. You know, I'm ready for this nigga to be gone because it seemed like something needs to happen to him to where he cannot do anything to me or anybody else. You know, God said, don't worry about it. And this is what I be talking about, you know, because I got these motherfuckers that want to come at me now. They don't know I've been going through this shit for a long time. So anyway, and the thing is, God is so mysterious. God will not tell you why, but that is a part of building the confidence within your relationship and connection to God. You know, God is just like, you need to trust me. You need to learn to trust what I say. So it was years later to when, you know, I started getting stronger. You know, I started pretty much, you know, just building on my skills and getting stronger. You know, then I was initiated to where I could talk to lower demonic entities, if you'll say, you know. And I mean, I'm not afraid. And the first thing that they're always trying to do is that they're always trying to scare you. Why are they always trying to scare you? Because they're in despair. It's a whole big thing. You have to imagine yourself as somebody who is so traumatized, you don't have faith, you don't believe in anything. You know, so you just fall into this darkness to where you just become like this monster or this villain. And you're in this dark place and you're surrounded around other individuals who are dark like you. So everybody has an influence over everybody. So you're never getting out of that dark place until somebody, you know, until either they encounter somebody or somebody is just walking through the darkness with their flashlight on. Or they're walking through the darkness, you know, with their neon rainbow colors, having a good time. This aggravates the demons and it attracts them to you. But at the same time, like, they want to scare you because it's kind of like, go away with all of that. You know? How are you down here and how are you happy? Why do you have rainbow lights? But at the same time, they're infatuated by it too. You know, because light presents an opportunity to get out of the darkness. Okay, so, you know, I'm a light. And I move in dark places. You know, I deal with very dark people, very dark situations. It's always fucking dark. I have accepted that. Okay? As long as I stand in the light. It doesn't matter where I'm at. I'm a star, right? The stars are in the nighttime sky. They don't move. They're surrounded by darkness. And at a distance, there's a neighbor star. But that's about it. That's all we get. Okay? So, the first thing that they're always trying to do, they're always trying to scare me. And it's just like, at this point in time, it's just like, oh, stop. You know, like, I know the game. I know y'all do the same shit. Y'all do the same shit. Y'all want the same things, you know. Whatever. So, I mean, my introduction is usually how I get their attention. Because it's just like, she's not scared. Why is she not scared of me? I'm the big bad monster. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm just trying to explain some things I've had practice a lot. So when it comes to our new person, they kind of have a similar situation, except for it was behind a woman, but they were the ones, you know, that did the shit. Okay. So my thing is that we talked about it, we agreed upon it, you know, but nothing has happened yet, you know. I was messing around with a guy, and he took a man's life behind a woman too, you know. And I'm telling you, it's like I can't go nowhere. I can't meet nobody. I got to be careful with getting into people's lifts, because it's like the demons that people have on them. When I come around, it's like their demons want to come with me. Most of them, not all of them, you know. They love to come with me. Thank you. They love to come with me. They love to live in my household. They love to live in my environment. You know what I'm saying? It just gets tiresome and annoying with trying to deal with all of the personalities. You know, it's pretty much the same. I deal with them pretty much the same, because down to the root, down to the wire, it's all the same issues. So, why am I getting this pressure in my head? Probably the damn chemtrails. I ain't seen none today. And sometimes, I thought it was the extraterrestrials, but I think it's a friend. I think it's a friend that I have. Somebody out there who's telekinetic. They can control the weather. You know, they know what I'm going through with the chemtrails. So sometimes it's like out of the blue, clouds will form to block the chemtrails. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. I'm going to the beach. We're going to go to the beach. I just feel crazy. I'm starting to feel kind of crazy. You know. But yeah, you know, I dealt with a man, and he told me straight up, you know, he's just like, I got to be careful about who I fall in love with, because, you know, I'll kill a man. You know, he was expecting, by him telling me that, and a part of him was hoping that I wouldn't believe it. But he didn't know that I had already knew that man. That man was already around when I met him. When I was talking to him, that man was all up in my vibe, all up in my face. You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out what I'm about, you know. Then the next day, something was different in my home. And he didn't want to reveal himself. But he could... he loved observing me. You know, so he ended up losing it. You know, he liked what he see. He liked what he see. So he slipped up. And I saw a vision of him in my home. I said, you followed me home. I said, you followed me home. Why did you follow me home? At first, I didn't know that he took this man's life. I thought maybe it was one of his relatives, maybe it was one of his homeboys that is very protective over him. But like I said, when you take a body, you share that body with, you're sharing your life with that person for the rest of your lives. Until, you know, there's freedom. The both of you are ready to let go. Some people have bodies on their hands and they don't regret that they took that person's life, so that person is haunting them. They haven't reconciled with themselves for what they have done, and they haven't asked for forgiveness from the life that they took. So that person is there. And that person has their own evolution. They had their own evolution for their lifetime. You done took it away. So now you are responsible for not only your own self-evolution, but that person's evolution too. Yes. So, you know, this individual, him and this guy, they reconciled. Because this man is protecting him. And he's damn sure protecting him. he's damn sure protecting him with women. But I had to correct him. I was just like, you sitting up here trying to protect him, but nigga, he be doing some provoking ass shit when he deal with women. I think he put his hands on women too. It's kind of like he's impatient with women. But it has a lot to do with that body he got on his hands too. But he told me he protects him. So I was just like, well, damn, nigga, I ain't no threat. Because I really like this dude. I had to tell this man, I had to tell him why I didn't want to be with him. Because he wanted me to be with him. You know, this man got insight into me. And he was really trying to push this man to be with me. But this human man, he was not understanding. So I explained it to the body he had. I'm trying to tell you, you know, when I had sex with that man, when that man was holding me, I could feel the other man making love to my soul and my spirit too. I said, wow, this feels like a threesome. But I guess with me being the only woman, it would be a train, right? It would be a train. I'm not into that shit. You know, that used to be a fantasy of mine, but that was years ago. When I had my first threesome, you know, I'm just turned off from the thought of a third party. There's nothing spectacular about 2 pairs of titties and 2 vaginas and 1 dick and 1 mouth. There's nothing spectacular. Like, most men can't even keep up with that shit. I know people see that on pornos. Trust and believe they're taking pills for shit like that. Those men are taking pills. But a real experience, it's not like that. And, you know, people are trying to do that shit for excitement and fun. And I'm just like, there's no connectivity. I don't have a connection with her. I don't have a connection with you. We're just licking pussy, sucking dick. You know, it was a disaster. It was just like, this was so pointless. You know? But anyway. Ooh. I was like, wow, that man likes me. That man likes me. But it's like he want to take over. But it's like, you cannot take over his vessel. Like, you know. I had to explain to him. I'm just like, look, let me tell you this about your friend. And let me tell you why, you know, I'm not interested in him. I had to tell him the truth, you know. For one, that nigga, he was just too, I don't know. It's like he had this humbleness, but he had this arrogance, you know. It's not even humble. What attracted me to him was his sincerity. It was just in him. It was just in his eyes. It was so sincere and so innocent and angelic. But he was a dangerous man. I could tell he was a dangerous man. I'm just like, he's very fragile and sensitive. He needs a woman. Well, for one, he need to grow up within himself first. Because he got some things that he need to work on. Just because you're fragile and sensitive and you lose control, you know, it's kind of like you still have to take accountability and responsibility for your actions and the choices that you make too. God damn. Damn, I said I was going to the beach. Who got the wheel? Stop it. So, I mean, I'm just saying, that shit was just... I said, I am the type of woman that he absolutely needs. But it's not just about him. And he got work to do. And if he's not willing to put in the work, I'm not about to sit up there and be mothering his ass. Because that's what I would have been doing. I would have been mothering him. Mommying his ass. He a grown man. I understand that, you know, I'm very maternal. So I'm going to be giving off the mom vibes. That's just who I am. But at the same time, it's kind of like, bruh, I want a man too. I want a partner too. I don't think I'm supposed to be here. I don't think I'm supposed to be here. So let's just go. It's starting to rain. The sun is out. Can't see it. It's gonna be a rainbow somewhere. So yeah, I was like, So anyway, ooh, it's hot. Ooh. Why is it getting so hot? I can't get out. I can't get out the car because you're going to see, I ain't got no bra on. And you're going to see my titties through this shirt because it's real thin. So I can't get out. Ooh, why is it so hot? I gotta pull over somewhere. This must be something you want me to say. Oh. Ooh, okay. Excuse me. Okay. Somebody's at a crossroads. Ooh, why is all this happening to my nose? Is this... One thing about them damn demons, they play too much. They love fucking with people. They love fucking with you. It's not even demons, it's just people passed over. Motherfuckers, they love to play when they know that you know. Ooh, let me take these glasses off. What's up? What's the pressure? I'm not gonna get out of the car. We got 55555 change. So death is coming. So when I say death, it's not a literal death. It is an ending. But of course it's an ending. It's like things are about to be eclipsed out of your life. Pretty much. There are certain things, patterns, behaviors, people, environments that are about to be cut. You know, it's making more space for new stuff to come in. What's up with this headache? Somebody trying to apply pressure to me? Is this some type of spell somebody had out? I got these dumbass motherfuckers that keep doing shit. They keep trying to put me through shit that they can't make it through. You know, and it's like every time I go through it and I pass with flying colors, then it's their turn. You know, and they always break under the pressure. So what is it? I mean, what do they want? Because whenever I go through it, they're going to have to go through it too. So what is it? What pressure are they putting on me? What is it? Not to be strong, not to have integrity. That's why I feel it. That's why I feel it, because we came out here and we already discussed some heavy shit, you know. So now they're feeling the pressure. It's like they know. They know. Now they're under the pressure. Or they know they're going to be under the pressure. And they don't know how it's going to come. They don't know how it's going to come, so they scared. Because they keep failing. They keep failing. They already know that they done. I feel like when they put in the work to do it, I feel like it backfired immediately. So they was hoping that I wouldn't be able to, they was hoping that I would stay inside of the house. Because, you know, spell work has a time limit. You know, I didn't have plans on coming outside. Something told me to come outside. So here it is. They wanted me to avoid the shit and let time die down so I wouldn't confront it, so they don't have to be confronted. So, you know, I saw it in my cards this morning. They already knew. The moment the shit backfired, they knew. It was so quick. It was so quick. I forgot my damn tissue. It was so quick. Let's get into this reading. We talking about dead bodies. So I wonder what's going on. Yeah. The thing is, they know to stop fucking with me, but it's like they're being possessed. You know, I found out that somebody conjured up another demon for me. So I'm just like, well, damn, do I got to switch the contract over? It's already been switched over to me. It's already been, you know, it's like I was actually given a contract to do this work. So anything evil, demonic, anything from the darker arts, anything that they conjure up for me, it's kind of like I'm supposed to work with it. I'm supposed to do it anyway. Now I actually have more control, you know, because now that we're under a contract, it's kind of like, well, I need specific things like time and space and boundaries. So now, you know, I can set these things up without having them to bombard me. Because most people, you know, they want to be spiritual rapists and shit. They want to overpower, you know. So the Star in reverse and the King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so this is personal for me. So somebody is trying to say I didn't heal them. You talking about the motherfucker that was dealing with that woman. He's trying to say I ain't heal him. I'm not here to heal you. I'm here to heal your shadow. And I got rid of that woman for you. I helped you let her go. She not haunting your ass. She probably came to live with me. She probably is with me. She probably just hasn't opened up herself yet. Okay. He's trying to say I ain't heal him. That's because his expectations of what the healing is, he don't understand what's going on. He's going through things. He's thinking, I hope he ain't thought I was going to clean up his karma. Like, nigga, you're not going to get away and get off for what you did. You could scratch that idea. You ain't gonna have to live with that shit no more. That's what that is. Ooh, is he ungrateful? Uh-oh. I did some big work with him. He done. He toast. He toast. Right. He got help. He's just being a big baby because he's thinking, like, nigga, I'm not making no wishes. You don't get no wishes. We're not on. No, I'm not that. You're thinking that after you did the shit in which that you did, that life is just gonna magically just turn into something great and amazing and beautiful for you. What? No, that's not how this works. You got to do the work. What the fuck? You thought I was going to do all the work for you? No, I got work to do daily on myself. You need to put in the time. You need to put in the effort. You need to put it in. You need to start working on you. This not no magical, oh, you know, now you're back to you're back to healing. You're back to living a great life. No. All that shit was false because of that secret that you had. Your life wasn't what it was. You were spending time trying to cover and hide that shit. Trying to hide your reputation. trying to, you know, like cover your reputation, build on your reputation. There's nothing wrong with that. But no, nigga, you got to do the work. I've cleared things out for you, so now you can start doing the work. She was holding you back from doing the work. I tell you, boy, you can free a motherfucker, but you can't, you know, it's up to you to free your mind. I done already freed you. And you trying to sit up here, you trying to gossip and talk about me behind my back, talking about, I ain't help your ass. So this is why we out here confronting your ass. Now you showing people you don't deserve no help. You showing people you don't deserve no help. Because I feel like you deal with advanced individuals, spiritually advanced individuals. You know somebody. You know somebody. And you sit up there talking, lying, running your mouth. And you look like this person already know. This person got the insight. I feel like it's a man. You don't know that this man is a psychic medium. He know your ass lying and he know what I did. But if he your friend, he understand that you don't understand. But he don't want to say too much because he don't want you to know how much he knows. So your ass got caught lying already. See? I done gave you, your shadow came back. And you still up to your ways. But it's because of the choices and decisions that you're making. Due to the lack of you understanding. You're not an understanding person. So you need to work on being more understanding. I can't believe you. You thought that this was some Lucky Charms type bullshit. To where, oh, it's magically just gonna go away. No. This is real life human shit. I'm sorry that people got you, you know, these movies, you know, growing up watching these cartoons, they make magic look like, you know, whatever. So you out here running that yap. So he betrayed me. Well, now you're going to be dealing with some serious shit now. You can't ever come for me. I did a big one for your ass. Motherfucker, I spent 7 days on your ass. That's alright. You gonna get that shit. You gonna get it back. You know I healed you. You know what I did. So it makes no sense as to why you're trying to betray me. I hope you don't think, what's wrong with you? I hope you don't think I'm going to be affected by that. You the one that needed me. That was very smart of you. And then the person that you're talking to knows. I have a feeling they ain't say nothing to you. Or they lied to you. They can lie to you because you lied to them. So they can keep the balance. They know you was lying. That person is looking at you. That person is looking at you like, why, like, they're seeing you for who you are. This person had a lot of hope. They had a lot of faith in you. You really disappointed them. They expected a lot more from you. Well, you could prepare for that backlash. I tell you that. You damn sure could prepare for that. And you can prepare never to have access to me ever again. This is an example of rites of passage. Well, thank you for my opportunity, because now I ain't got to deal with no more psychos like your ass. I ain't got to deal. And my thing is that you don't understand, me and your friend already have history. Because the thing is that you're trying to block me from him. You know, he's a very smart man. He knows how to play them head games, baby. He done already picked up on your ass a long time ago. So it's like he's pretty much been using me But he don't even have to use me, because obviously your focus has been too much on me anyway. Trying to come for me, trying to bring me down, trying to take me down. He's been observing all of that shit. He's been watching. He's making you think that he's on your team. He's making you think like he believes everything in which you're saying. He's making you think that, yeah, you're a creditable source, but he already picked up on you earlier. So he just been pretty much dragging you. He already knew what was going to happen between me and you anyway. He already knew. But my thing is, he does not have control over what you choose to do. You chose to lie, trying to dumb me down, water me down, because you don't want nobody else. You're being possessive. You want to possess me. So you want to discredit me, so other people won't come towards me. But motherfucker then already came towards me. You got caught lying. You better be prepared for that karma. And you're best prepared for her ass to come back to you. And she's going to be even more upset. Well, it's over for you, buddy. I'm sorry. You know, I genuinely really did want to help you. It's kind of like, you thought I probably couldn't do it in the first place, which is why you chose to challenge yourself, because you done been lying to this man, and you done been lying to other people. You know, I feel like motherfuckers was trying to see how far you'll go to lie. It's kind of like they can't believe that it's coming from you. You really set yourself up. That's why you were so intense when you came to me, because it wasn't sincere. You was under the pressure to go through with this shit, to tell me the truth and to go through with everything. So you just did it, taking a chance. And you already had your lie prepared, you know, if I was to expose your secret. These people know your secret. Motherfucker, if I know your secret, these motherfuckers know your secret too. So they've been playing you. So I feel like they're trying to make an honest man out of you and get you to stop lying. But I feel like this was your last straw. It's nothing that nobody else can do for you now. So you had help. You had your teachers. You had the assistants. All you had to do was stop lying. You stubborn. Yeah, I remember that motherfucker talking about he liked the sun more than the moon. I bet you eating them words now. Because that sun gonna burn it up with them lies, and you seen it. It only took one time for me to get spanked on my ass for me to straighten up. I accept your apology. I accept your apology. I accept your apology for how you tried to play me. I accept your apology. I accept because you was trying to be mean and nasty, and you was trying to just disregard me like I want nothing. This whole situation dealing with this man done brought a big ass epiphany to a lot of motherfuckers. He a sociopath. You saw the signs, you just ain't want to believe the shit. Because in the beginning, you wanted him to prove your point, so you wouldn't have to feel bad about how you did me. It's okay. It's over now. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. Stay the fuck away from me. Leave me alone. Stop fucking with me. You knew that shit was coming. I forgive you, of course. You go your way, I go my way. It's all good from there, because now I got to focus on this new person. I got to figure out what we gonna do. I got to figure out how this shit is gonna happen. Yeah, now motherfuckers can stop playing with me. They can stop getting on my nerves. I know them ancestors doing work. It's quiet too. I say, oh, they planning some shit. It's like SWAT, you know? You just sitting in your house one day thinking that you home free. Then all of a sudden SWAT come in your house and you try to get out. They got the whole block surrounded. You ain't going nowhere. Well, thank you for the opportunity for me to display my gifts and my abilities. For real. And, you know, now I feel like I can just chill and do my work and just be underground with the shit, you know. The observation is over. The experience is over. Like, the truth is out. Everything has been exposed. So it is what it is. So now I can continue to move on and work with somebody else. So anyway, that's going to be it. Until next time, we'll talk again.